This is one of those double standards that should not be allowed. Because many people are going to read this and say is that a woman that can control her mouth when she's angry, and that those things that she says to a man should be able to shrug them off. He should be able to leave them alone. Whereas if you said the same thing about a man who couldn't control his hands when he's angry, of course, that's not something that you shrug off. Now, this goes both ways for both people. There are no double standards whatsoever. No man should put his hands on a woman, and no woman should put her hands on a man. No man should lose control of his mouth, and no woman should lose control of her mouth when they're in a state of anger. You see, oftentimes when people are angry, it's kind of like when you're on alcohol and you tell the truth. You say the things that you really feel, and you say the things that you really think. Those things that you know that you don't necessarily ever want to say to your mate. But in this instance, you're going to let those lips fly. And then later on, try to apologize for them. Want the person to forgive you for them, to forget them. You know, I had an instance when a person and I had stopped dating, and in the process of that, they decided that they wanted to say some hurtful things to me. They wanted to say some things that they knew would bother me emotionally. And of course, once they calm down, then they want to come and apologize, and they want to say that I really didn't mean that. And I just told them, no, you did mean it. You meant it. You was thinking it. You had been thinking it. And when you said it purposely, trying to hurt me. So therefore, although I will forgive you for it, I will never forget it. And it is a part now of this breakup. It has given me even more reason to never see you again. Even more reason to never talk to you again. Even more reason to never have anything whatsoever to do with you ever again. You see, loose lips sink ships. And the ship that is going to sink is the relationship. You see, every other ship is taking you somewhere. A ship takes you to places. I've been on Navy ships. It took us to different places. And a relationship takes you places. A partnership takes you places. But when your lips are loose and you don't have control over your anger, it takes you some places. It takes you to those places that are deep down inside you that you try to hide. It takes you into those shadow parts of yourself that you never gain control over. And when you let those lips fly, it's just as damaging as those hands. As a matter of fact, the lips oftentimes are more damaging than the hands. You see, I could take a hit, my eye could swell, but the swelling goes down. And over time, the swelling is gone, the bruising gone. I may remember it, but even the memory of the pain goes away. But those words can be devastating to a person. Those words can cause a person to start having self-doubt. Those words can cause a person to make shame a part of who they are. Those words can cause a person to make guilt a part of who they are. Their self-confidence can be gone. People have used words to cause other people to have eating disorders, and all the way to the extremes of ending their lives. You see, those words that come out of your mouth, they're not like the nursery rhyme. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words could never hurt me. That is one of the biggest lies ever told to children, that people then grow up and think that are real, when the truth of the matter is, words are the most powerful thing that you can possibly have to uplift a person, but they are the absolute most powerful thing that could destroy a person's life. It is one thing I'd rather be dead than be dead while living. And that's what words can do. It can make a person dead while they're alive. So be careful with those words. And anyone, man or woman, who are loose with their words, you should run from, because you will be the walking dead. So always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey. good vibrations.